Danny, a return to action with an away trip to Weymouth. Your thoughts ahead of the game?
Yeah, it's good to be obviously back playing. We managed to get some behind closed doors stuff done on Saturday, so that was good to get some minutes in some of the lads' legs. But obviously we want to play league games, so yeah, no, looking forward to it.
And obviously, like you mentioned, we didn't have an official league game this weekend, but what we did as a club over the weekend is sort of promote mental health and the importance of it, both with your message and with the positivity, shot of positivity message.
Yeah, as I said, with what we put out, that we wanted to do something a little bit different. Like I understand and appreciate and respect all the club's decisions for their social media blackout, but I think sometimes you've got to, pardon the expression, but fight fire with fire. And actually, you know what, for every negative comment that's out there, if you double the amount of positive comments, sooner or later it drowns out the negativity. And I thought the work that you did over the weekend, mate, with the shot of positivity was outstanding, and I think we set a real example. The only disappointing thing was that people still seem to find negatives in it, which is crazy. It's amazing, but you know what, you're always going to get those people. But no, I thought the work the club did over the weekend was excellent.
To be fair, me relaying the message to you, your mental health message that we did on the Friday, I believe, really seemed to hit home with a lot of people and really made them realise.
Yeah, I've had a lot of messages on LinkedIn with people I know in other industries, and they've said that they've shown that to their staff, their bosses, etc. Because this isn't just a football thing. Obviously, it's prominent for us in football because we're in football, but people's mental health is crucial everywhere, and especially over the last year with COVID and job uncertainty, and are you going to be redundant, are you not going to be redundant, am I going to be put on part-time work? And I think that we just need to have a better empathy with the fact that people will be struggling, but also when we talk about social media, as a family we discussed it over the weekend. You're not just, when you're being negative to someone on social media, you're not just being negative to them because their parents read it, their husbands or wives read it, their children read it, their grandparents read it, their aunts, their uncles. It's not nice. It's not nice. So and as I said, as a club we're making a stand and we're going to be positive, and like we said, if you want to bring any negativity, that's fine, but we won't be accepting that.
And looking back to the football, we've had a small break, obviously, since our last away game, which was actually against Dagenham. And looking at the Weymouth game, we'll be hoping to go there and get some revenge in a way.
Yeah, I think the night we played Weymouth, everything kind of went against us, didn't it? We had a mix-up at the back, which led to the first goal. Mitch then gets sent off. We get a slip for the second goal. And actually, over the course of the night, we played, even when we had 10 men, we played reasonably well. We create chances, and so you'd like to think we could go there and hopefully right some wrongs.
One thing that has been noticed recently is our good away form. It does seem to be, particularly this season as well, it's something that we seem to do well on the road. Why do you think that is? Is that just fans, or is there any other reason?
I don't know. Is the honest answer to that, because there aren't any fans to kind of influence proceedings. So I don't know. Maybe it's a psychological thing, just with being in the stadium and the pressure of knowing that we're expected to be successful. I'm not entirely sure. I'll be honest with you, from my perspective, because there's no fans this year, where your points come from doesn't really matter. As long as we keep putting points on the board, I don't really care where they come.
I just briefly mentioned the result here with Weymouth, and like you said as well, we did play some good football, but ultimately it was disappointing the way the game panned out. We're hoping to go back.
As I said, you're down to 10 men against a team that's already 1-0 up, and then just before half time, when you're thinking that, and we were confident if we went in at half time we'd still get something out of the game, and then unfortunately for Finney, falls over and they go for own goal, and a great finish from the lad Dallas. So but you can't legislate for those things. Those things sometimes happen, but all we've got to do is put that behind us, take the positive from the last few games that we've played, and take that into tomorrow.
And they'll be looking to bounce back from their defeat against Torquay at the weekend as well.
Yeah, they're a good side. They've got some very, very talented players, and I think that some of the football they play is good, and they've got a threat in behind. So it's going to be like we have the same conversation every week, but it's going to be a tough place to go. A lot of teams have found it difficult to go and get points there this year, so I don't imagine it being any easier for us.
Are you in the shop? Sign up below.
Click here for the next video, click here to subscribe.